Hello dear students, in this video I am going to discuss about overview of HTTP, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. The Hypertext Transfer Protocol, the web's application layer protocol, and is at the heart of the web. HTTP is implemented in two programs, a client program and a server program. The client program and server program executing on different end system talk to each other by exchanging HTTP messages. So it talks to each other by exchanging HTTP messages. And this HTTP defines the structure of these messages and how the client and server exchange the messages. Next, web. A web page, and it is also called a document, consists of objects. What is objects? An object is simply a file, such as an HTML file or a JPEG image or Java applet or video clip that is addressable by a single URL. So, example. So this is an example. See here, HTTP www.xyz.edu / some department and picture.gif. Okay, and here in this URL, this www.xyz.edu is there, no? It is a host name, and the remaining part, this one, some department / picture.gif is there, no? It is a path name. Okay. Next, HTTP defines how clients request web pages from web servers and how server transfers web pages to client. Okay. So let's consider one example. This is HTTP request response behavior. So here this PC and this PC is client, and this one is server. Okay. When a user request a web page, when a user, for example, consider this user request a web page from the server, the browser sends HTTP request message for the object in the page to the server. So the browser, it may be, for example, your Google Chrome. It is a browser. Correct? A browser, what it will do? Browser sends a HTTP request message for the object in the page to the server. It sends the HTTP request message. See here, arrow mark, to the server. Next, the server receives this request and responds with HTTP response messages that contains the object. So it will send the response messages back to the client. Okay. HTTP uses TCP transmission control as its underlying transport protocol. The HTTP client first initiates a TCP connection with the server. This is the client. HTTP client initiates the TCP connections with the server. Once the connection is established, the browser and the server process access TCP through their socket interfaces. The client sends HTTP request messages into its socket interface and receives HTTP response messages from its socket interface. And similarly, the HTTP server receives request messages from its socket interface and sends a response message into its socket interface. Once the client sends a message into its socket interface, the message is out of the client's end, okay, and is in the hand of transmission control protocol, that is TCP. This TCP provides a reliable data transfer service to HTTP. Here, HTTP need not worry about lost data or the details of how the TCP recovers from loss or reordering of data within the network. That is the job of TCP and the protocols in the lower layer of the protocol stack. Okay. HTTP server maintains no information about the clients. This HTTP server is there, no? It will not maintain any information about the clients. And HTTP is said to be a stateless protocol. A web server is always on with a fixed IP address, and it services requests from potentially millions of different browsers. This web server is there, no? It is always on because the client can access anytime. Okay. Okay. In the next video, I am going to discuss about non-persistent and persistent connections. Thank you.